Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. You said that and turned right into a yawn. Welcome in. Is that Shoch? How are you today? Yeah, there's absolutely nobody at that bar. $3.50 for gas. But they got bread. How are you today? You doing all right? Do anything fun over the weekend? Is that a slide?
I think it's a garbage chute. I had to guess.
I know, but it doesn't look temporary. It was affixed to the building, and it was metal. Here. You went to Oklahoma? That's awesome. Did you have fun? I put a poll up for lake or pool swimming, and pool is winning right now.
Yeah.
I got the same barrier that they do at Taekwondo tournaments.
Nice to get tackled right into one of those spikes.
That's awesome. What'd you do in Oklahoma? It's one of the few states I honestly think I've never been to. I've flown over it.
Where the wind comes swimming down the plane.
You went to a plane crash? Like, was it a recent plane crash? That gentleman does not appear to have a large enough mower for what he's doing. And nice, where'd you swim? It was a great time to come in, because our poll is if you prefer lake or pool swimming. Peter, that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible.
What?
The username for Peter's account.
How do you know that it's...
Because he jumped in and said, it's Peter, don't read my name. It's a really bad one. Like one that if he was just a
I don't
random...
know about you, kid.
I'm
not quite sure.
Yeah, if he was a rando off the street, I'd be like, my guy.
What is it? Because I can't...
It's...
Put it on mute for a second and tell me.
Hey, Charlie Brown, you're eating a popsicle. What flavor? I'm with you on that one, Shlosh. Peter, go back to your regular account. No, I do not like that one. Actually, I really, Peter, for what it's worth, I don't want to go dad mode on you, but I'm a little disappointed in that one.
Muted.
Yeah, that one kind of... That one's kind of bridged too far for me, Peter. And so people, please keep commenting to remove that secondary account name from the chat if you could. I don't know what happened, Jennifer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it is, bud. Long gone, and I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. And so we took advantage of that. In full disclosure, we were driving around and we went to the lake, and all the beaches shut down because of it. But then they reopened, but they didn't open the gates. And by gates, I don't mean like the fencing. I mean they didn't charge you to get in. So you just got to go to the beaches for free. And so we're like, whatever, we'll go to the beach. So we went swimming at the lake.
It did. It cost us $10 to park, which is fine.
Wait. Okay, Jennifer. Yeah, Peter, I will tell you, not to guilt trip you, Mama's not too proud of you having that as your secondary troll name either.
But yeah, it's not a good one.
Yeah. We both think that's a bridge too far.
I'd rather take Gabe any day over that.
And Jennifer's husband was arrested.
What?
Some kid that is an employee mom was racing down the aisle, almost hit Steve, and he apparently was arrested for battery because he yelled at the kid for reckless driving, and that is battery.
Yelling at someone is not battery.
What? How is that battery? How did he get arrested for that?
The first part, he did what? He was...
Some kid that is an employee of Walmart was racing down the aisle and almost hit Steve. And he apparently was arrested for battery because he yelled at the kid for reckless driving, and that is bad. So when we say arrested, are we talking about real cops, or are we talking about like Walmart security?
And he's saying driving like cart or a car?
Yeah.
Like...
Walmart is pressing charges. Jennifer, I don't know. We've never gone into this because I have very strong, I mean extremely strong opinions when it comes to the Mart of Walls. You are solidifying beyond granite what I feel about that establishment. In the parking lot with his truck. So how is Walmart involved in this if the employee was in the parking lot in a truck? That should be an off-duty situation. And I know this is all semantics at this point, but that is ridiculous. We are headed home at this point. And welcome in, Russell. Thank you again. What's with the scourge, bud? I'll be honest with you, I don't exactly know where that scourge. Okay, Mama shook her head too. So
I'm not reading the chat, so it's...
I was trolling people, most of the people like my creativity. Hey, I'm not saying it's not creative, Peter. You just know there's certain subjects I don't touch. I prefer different creativity. Again, you do you, boo. But yeah, that one's a bridge too far for Dad, is what I'll say.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Like, my idea of fun trolling is like first name Ann, last name is Klesup, spelled Klesup. So that's I have fun stuff like that. That's the kind of... It spells ankles up.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't
My
like that
name's
one?
not on.
If I was trolling. So we are headed home. Schlosh. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Bod. Just hard do not support that organization or enterprise. Again, I have my own reasonings, and I like to keep the chat lively and out of the realm of opinions and politics. So he just got home. Oh my gosh. I gotta make my videos. Bye. Well, see you later, CB. Did you get me donates? Slosh, if you, I don't know what you mean by you donated, but if it's on our side, I don't, but we don't necessarily ask people to make monetary donations. We'd much rather you watch our long form videos if you could. However, some legends, and they are in the chat, do that unasked, but they are very, very, very generous, and we can't say how much we appreciate it. It's actually my fourth and third mic is the mic one is the mic and the gape. That's my kind of like
I can't remember Mike. I can't remember what it was.
Last name is Oxalon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those two I get a kick out of. It brings like a shitty smirk to my face. Ah!
What?
I said.
You just swore. Oh, chat. He owes 25 cents to every one of us.
It brings a crappy smirk to my face. Shloch, and again, if I'm mispronouncing it, please tell me. We'd love to play the game of what state we're in. So based on geography, what do you think? And if you're wrong, we give you hints until we narrow it down. So we don't leave you in the lurch. I told you, Peter, I'm not clean 100% of the time. I'm really not. And I added the Y to it.
Some straight lace. Yeah.
So by adding the Y to it, it makes it less punchy. Using it as an adjective. Sock with CH at the end. So, Sach?
Sakchi? C-I at the end?
Massage. Okay. I'm good with that. I just want to get people's names right.
Did Peter change his name back?
He did. He's on Cars.
What's happening here, dudes?
Me and my razor. I show delicious.
You can almost see her butt. That was a very
How are you?
skirt.
Okay, we're up to 10 votes, and it's a little more even now on the lake or swimming pool. Your fifth account offensive name again. That's totally cool, Peter. I'm not saying not to do it. Just reserve the cars for here. Or even Mike. That one's okay. I don't know. Could be Atlantis.
Isabel's family restaurant.
So yeah, exactly what Peter said. It's the regulars and the folks that know the vibe of the room and kind of what we do and what we're about. So if you prove that over time, basically 90% of the people in here are mods. Which is a cool thing. Because we have an awesome community. It's like the saddest old folks home ever.
Is that an old folks home?
Yeah, it's like really sad.
They're giving a pizza there.
It's sad enough that I probably would.
Take care of it yourself.
No, I have to. I'd feel guilty a couple days, a month about it. Not every day, but a couple days. Wait, what did Lou Becker say this time? Good gosh.
Who's Lou Becker?
What's for dinner then? Okay. So, there's a funny story about dinner, And Jennifer, if you're still here, I'm hoping everything's okay. I saw that. I saw that, Peter. Thank you for cleaning it up. I didn't see what he said. But we went to a place that we've gone in that lake area that we go to, but they opened a second location, which is on a different lake. I'm giving a whole lot of backstory for no reason. But for whatever reason, Mama decided to go off script and let the menu influence her. And the menu said, like, our most popular sandwich or our most popular item. And so she just ordered it, and it was terrible. It was a chicken sandwich that was just bad. And so she wasn't going to eat it. And somehow, some way... Yeah, this is the Nuggets P stop. She talked the waitress into giving her a replacement because she stole half my burger. And
I talk her into it. You kind of did.
The waitress is like, oh, did you like that burger? And she's like, yeah, I really did. And so she's like, well, I'll just get you one of those instead. So we ended up with 2 of the burgers.
I only had like a bite of the chicken sandwiches.
Yeah. And the chicken Sammy is actually going home for Remus. So.
After we did
I know you said how to say socks with a CH. So, Soch is, you talking about, Soch? You got
Socks?
Yeah.
Chi. Socks. Chi.
Socks chi. Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry. So, if you're talking about the timeouts you saw from Peter, it's because somebody in here saying really inappropriate stuff, and they were doing it earlier. So, Peter's making sure that the chat is cleaned up. So, if that's what you're talking about for spamming. And Bot said, words of the sensitive. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he did that earlier too, and he spelled it out individually in letters.
Is it Kevin?
No, it's not Kevin. Because Kevin, they don't call cigarettes that in the UK.
Cigarettes.
Yeah. Hold on,
I'm
chat.
missing
Going on
something.
mute. Okay, now we're off mute. I was explaining to Mom. Yeah. Oh, they said the N-word this time. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's a permanent ban.
Can we get McDonald's again? No, Mama doesn't have to pee yet.
I do have to pee, but
Oh my God.
I'm waiting. Got about 45 minutes. I'll be fine.
She's always got to pee. I did have to educate the missus because I didn't know what was said, but as soon as you said or gave the definition, Bod, I knew exactly what happened.
A cigarette?
Yep.
I've heard that before, but...
I have no idea how that is what that's called. Why you would call it that.
Like, is that what people, like, say?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, can I have a cigarette? They say, can I have a...
You know how we would say, can I get a Lucy? Meaning an individual one?
I would never say that, but
You get the terminology. Not that you would say it.
You go, girl.
Yeah. Karen is on a mission.
Go.
Oh.
You go, too, because this one already passed me. Go. I just wanted to get in front of the truck.
Okay, I gotta go back to Jennifer. She said she was so stressed. So, I'm so stressed now. They're threatening a class 4 what? Because the kid's parents have money, they're wanting him to prosecute to the full extent. What did Steve do? And I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm like, if you just yell at somebody, that's not battery. I'm so confused. Is there more to the story? And you don't have to elaborate here. This is not necessarily the environment to elaborate. But is there more to the story? Like, did he throw something at the truck? Did he, like, kick the truck? Yeah, Peter said if he did the N-word, it would have been a permanent.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the other one. Yes, very much so there, Peter. Yelled at him. He's 16. You can get... I don't see how that holds up, though. That doesn't make any sense. They said he poked him, and he... Okay, that's why. Therein lies. Whether or not it actually happened, he's saying that physical contact happened. And that's the difference, because words aren't battery. And so that's where I was lost. Unreal.
It's unfortunate.
Unreal. Were your kids with him at the time, Jennifer? And that's the only reason I ask is because I get a little different if son's like in the vehicle or in my surroundings. So if somebody gets a little fugazi, like they're racing up and down, if it's just me, I'm just like, take it easy. But if he's involved, then all of a sudden I go, I'm not a huge fan of the, like, go Mama Bear or Daddy Bear or whatever it is. I know Mama Bear comes in the chat, but I mean like that term, how it implies like, don't mess with the cubs, because what I do after that is, I can't control myself. But I'm definitely a lot more protective if he's in the environment. And so I was wondering if the kids were there, because I could see him being like, my kids were walking in a parking lot. But that's unfortunate. Absolutely unfortunate. Hey, a great place to move if you're looking to move. They have awesome civic events in downtown. We have 2 hospitals within the same city. We have some of the best hot dogs, as you remember from last night's chat, that you can think of.
There is a Costco.
There is, yeah. There's a Costco and Sam's in driving distance. There's a lot of good stuff up here. Just a little bit north of you.
I think you said your sister is around here, too. Maybe that's good or bad, I don't know.
No any 3 bedrooms. Jennifer, the vast majority of homes in the greater metropolitan Chicago area are 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. Full basement included, 1/4 acre lots.
For rent or to purchase?
All this and more could be yours. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, where we just went to go to, and Jennifer, you probably know it. If you haven't been, you've at least heard of it. My guess is, being from where we're at, we were in Lake Geneva. So, all the areas around Lake Geneva, and we're 45 minutes, an hour away from there. We're 45 minutes away from the city. We're 45 minutes to an hour away from O'Hare. We're an hour and a half from Milwaukee. Like, we absolutely love where we're at, location-wise.
For the most part, it's a very diverse city.
I'm with you on that, Peter, 100%. There has to be cameras out in that parking lot that'll, as they say, the truth will come out. I'd rather train to drive the 70-ton shuttles, pick up the containers. Rolled the thing. For real life, bud? Are they all right? We do have a Y. 100%. I could with the proper wind direction and a good wind behind me in a straight shot, I could easily hit the Y from my house with a probably a 3-wood.
No, it's farther than that.
Okay.
A driver for sure.
A driver and a good bounce on the tarmac. I could hit it. It's definitely walking distance.
Oh, for sure. There's one downtown, and then there's also
Yeah, and then the YW. Oh, there's all the cows.
YW.
The YW is downtown. The YM is like right by our house. I'm with you, Peter. The truth will out. At the end of the day, it always does. Money may talk, but the truth will out. That's why I always stand on this side of righteousness, because then you don't have to hold on to any lies or build up any false bravados or facades. That's wild, bud.
What's wrong with that?
Basically somebody rolled a big vehicle. Is the area uppity? No, not ours.
Our area, no, not at all.
Our area is very, I would say, blue collar. And that's one of the vibes we like about
Very
it.
diverse.
Yeah,
Very diverse.
There's areas adjacent to us that are more affordable. There's areas adjacent to us that are a little more redneckery. There's areas adjacent to us that are more uppity. So you kind of get your flavor all in our network. But the Chicago metropolitan area it's a great grab bag. But if you end up looking for whatever reason and you end up like finding an area or a town or something, throw it by me and I'll let you know. Because like our own city, if there's areas that we would live in a heartbeat, but there's areas that we're like, I get that argument, Peter, but I don't know. Again, I don't bring religion in the conversation, but at the end of the day, I know my ultimate judgment is not here, so I just stand behind what I know is true. I live that, and to the best of my ability, I have faith that the truth will out.
This is a nice town.
Yeah, for what it's worth, we're about to pass through Huntley. This is a great little town too.
Midwest.
It's so great that they got carnivals coming in and out of it. Look, the carnivals are leaving. No worries, Jennifer. Space Above and Beyond any good? Just found loads of episodes on YouTube. Space Above and Beyond. I'll be honest with you, I'm not familiar with that one, Bod. Let me take care for you. I'm telling anything. Like I said, Peter, for me it's a matter of reputation. Yeah, because the former owners don't own it anymore.
Is that what it was?
No, the one you're talking about, the dairy in Hebron that I was saying there's a great little ice cream stand. The Dairy Mart is the one where
something, I can't remember what it was, but it was something.
Yeah, they lived in Lake in the Hills. Hey, Bon, remember I was talking about the Chrysler Crossfires? There's one right there. This
Denny.
is...
Is it a Denny sign on that?
Yeah, but that's like an antique place.
Oh.
Proper. Think of like all creatures, like how the roads are like.
Right?
This to us is just a standard road. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's a 4-lane road, but this is a standard 4-lane road, which is what a lot of our, I'll call them like,
This is a busy road though.
this isn't a state route, so it's not a side street by any means, but to us this is a standard state route or state highway.
Like this
or
lane that I'm in is always this wide no matter where I go. Okay, I feel this.
It's exactly what it is, but it's that Chrysler Crossfire is just a Mercedes for about 25-30K less. Peter, we are still a little bit touching the country, just a touch. So I got cornfields on one side, and then I got
Walgreens in front
yeah.
of us.
So it's
growing up. This town is growing up.
So bear with the internet; it'll come back. I promise you. Look at that mid car wash. The Snow Britons. Like I said, Peter, yeah, give it a second out here. We're gonna go through another gap of country again before we get back to our city. So I would call this town a suburb of our city. And then our city is a suburb of the big city.
To Jennifer.
She said she'd be right back. That is correct, Peter. So there'll be a little gap of country between this town and ours.
Might be okay though, because we're going into.
Well, no, he gave the first initials of our town. He said before, and I was like, yep. There's that Taco Heroes. They went to an old Burger King. They went to Dunkin' Donuts by us.
I think it's Florida's actually.
Whatever. There's your Popeyes, bud.
Yum. Let's go, bud. What do you want?
Hebron, and we went through it on the way back. You probably missed it. I didn't make as big a deal about it on the way back through. Oh, that smashed in Honda on the back end looks like it's smiling at you with like a pudgy face. You see that? It's kind of like a chubby kid smiling at you. That seems mean, but I'm sorry. Welcome in, MLB. You changed your picture. And I mean picture as in P-I-C, not pitcher as in P-I-T-C-H-E-R. Get it? That's a baseball pun because it's MLB.
Oh, MLB. I thought you said Elmo B.
No.
I was like, who is it?
Like the Black Eyed Peas songs? MLB, MLB, MLB.
Peter's going to tell you to stop.
He always tells me to stop when I do something like that. Yeah, she 100% is. So when I turned to show Popeyes, they saw your tank top.
Oh,
It's literally an American flag tank top. For what it's worth, if you saw, he said stop. Let's see if I can do this right. Yeah, there you go. I can do it this way, right? Oh, that's all sorts of my face. All right, never mind. The shirt I'm wearing is a skyline of the big city. My new profile pic is baseball dressed as a Toronto Blue Jays uniform. That's a great call out. See, I noticed the change, but they're so small on my side.
Is it Jameson's in there?
Apparently. Welcome in, Mama Bear. I told you, Peter, I wasn't joking that I look like Gandalf.
Did Peter see your face?
No, he saw my beard. I wasn't kidding.
It needs to be cut. Like, I'm ready to get a pair of scissors. Just cut it.
I said, you shall not pass.
This beard is only because of COVID. What?
Bot said Dad Dolph.
Dad Dolph, yeah. And it's only because of COVID. He never had a beard before. Ever. Now he's got this scraggly looking, homeless guy looking beard.
Here's the funny part. So we're at the beach, and I was running patterns and catching passes from high school quarterbacks.
Is that what they were?
Yeah, that's the football team, dude. That's what they were talking about. They were talking about going to state this year.
Oh, I didn't know that. Who are the two girls with them?
Cheerleaders. Didn't you see them going through the routines and like doing the cheers?
No, I didn't see that, but I saw them doing handstands.
Yeah.
And the one girl's like waving back and forth, and the other one's like straight as a stick.
Yeah. I told you when they were on the pier.
They were all buff, fit guys, too.
Yeah.
Were they all quarterbacks?
No, the one dude that was like launching them. The guy, no, the other guy. He came in at the end. He threw like the last 3 passes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that guy that was like just flicking his wrist and it was going like 50 yards in a tight spiral. So yeah. So nonetheless, yeah, you had this old dude running patterns with the Gandalf beard, catching passes with the high school kids. But nonetheless, okay. So you saw 3/3 of my face objective complete, according to Peter. So at some point he must have seen like the eye line. At some point he must have seen.
I can't believe you haven't seen what Dad looks like yet. I've made several mistakes.
Welcome in, Ashlyn. And I'm starting tackle football tomorrow, fingers crossed. Is your first game tomorrow, MLB? And offensive or defensive tackle? Yes, you did, 100%. Because I pulled the shirt up so you saw from like the nose up. So, because Aunt Beefy was on, she's like, "Come on, come behind me," and I did, but I did this.
You're like Wilson from.
Exactly.
What's it?
So.
What's it?
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. Yeah.
So if Peter puts the 2 images together, he's got a full profile.
Dad.
So now we're gonna hit country again, leaving.
Kinda. I mean, it's country, but
it's country. I mean, these are nothing but cornfields, my guy.
you guys are both taking a shower today, right?
Oh, 100%.
You get the sand out of your cracks.
That is correct. I know, MLB. Are you playing offensive or defensive tackle? I was waiting for the answer. You probably have, because if we're moving like yesterday, it's hard not to at some point like get them in the mix. And the name thing is not typically my fault. It may have been once or twice in a blue moon,
I don't
but
think anybody's ever said my name. Ever. Because you don't usually call me.
we had this conversation in a live a couple nights ago.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I don't think I ever use your name. Ever. Like your actual name. Now that you say it, Bod, we did a couple daytime lives I don't know what Son and I were up to or why we did, but she popped in those.
Who are you talking about, buddy?
Girl gamer.
Oh, yeah.
Gojo, on the other hand, Gojo pops in if we go like late. But Sun sees Gojo in Roblox like 24/7. Like anytime Sun's in Roblox, Gojo's in there.
What about Bloody?
Bloody pops in. Yeah, I've seen Bloody several
Not
times.
as much as she used to, though, right?
Right, same with Phoenix, but I think everyone's got school starting up and like different things cooking, so. Are we talking about Sun? Sun is
Veggie.
yeah, Sun is
Doing what he does best, guys.
yeah, Madison's still in the penalty box. And yeah, the Sun is how can I say this? So the beach we ended up going to has a pier, and the pier's it's not a pier that goes from the beach, it's like in the middle of the lake, but it's got ladders that go up. And if I had to guess, I jumped in off that pier probably 30 times. Sun probably jumped in, no lie,
60 times.
60 to 100 times, and then kept pushing the boundaries of his swimming skills to how far out to the buoys he could swim and not get yelled at by mama. And I was on the pier just in case, even though there was lifeguards, just in case.
He got yelled at.
So yeah,
Oh no, look at, they're in a convertible.
Oh yeah, the rain just started again, and there's a convertible right. Oh, that's moving the question. I don't want to do that. They're trying to fix the situation as quickly as possible. So it must be a manual top.
Obviously, you're not having any problems with the internet here.
I don't know. It works. I totally believe that it's a YT issue, because every time I load any other app, when we're going through those issues,
Up there, I don't think it was, because I actually was trying to load just the weather, and I couldn't.
well, then that would be a Verizon issue, because we're all on Verizon.
Oh, it's done raining.
Apparently a McLaren just drove by us while I was too busy.
I think it was a vet.
Oh, Mama says you're both wrong and said it was a
I
vet.
thought it was a vet.
I didn't see it either way.
I guess it could have been. I thought it was a vet.
Yeah, I'm getting full on like models now. It's like, that's a yellow cabaret rabbit.
Oh, maybe you did. You're going to have to go back and check, because I thought it was a vet.
And Peter's like, nope, sorry, sir. It was a P1, actually. All this sounds like made up language to me. I'm not going to lie.
I didn't know McLarens were a special thing. What?
It's my dad joke. You know why they're banning those hay bales, right, everybody? And if I don't get an answer, I'm not telling you, but they're now illegal. And they're illegal here. They're going to be illegal everywhere soon. Go ahead with your McLaren story. What are they doing?
Oh, it's no big deal. But I didn't know McLarens were anything special. And I work at a doctor's office, and a doctor drove up in a McLaren, and it was like everybody was just staring at this thing. I had no idea why. Even like patients were. I didn't understand. I didn't understand. Then I found out why. Oh,
No, yeah, I think it's this one.
oh.
They were. Is that in reference to the hay bales, Peter? But I assume that's a response to Peter's response, correct? Okay, I gotcha. No, it has nothing to do with that. And you know that is not my MO to go down that rabbit hole in any way, shape, or form. No, they're banning them.
Oh, it's way past now.
Yeah, they're banning them because they're circular. And the cows unionized and they complained, and so a law got passed because they're not getting 3 square meals a day.
Where's Matt when you meet him?
I thought Bod just called me dog. He meant to write dough. Like dough.
Yeah, like Homer Simpson. We didn't call you dog?
No. I actually thought we were on a different level for a hot second. Just a hot second. I thought I was Bod's dog, but then I'm like, all right, cool. That's all right. Never mind, it's just a dough. See, Peter says I'm his dog. I'm just Bod's dough. See, that's what I was talking about. This lot right here that I got all the trailers at. Like, it's a lot cheaper to do that up yonder than it is here.
$100 a month for outdoor parking, it says.
It's not bad, though.
It's $100 a year.
No, it's just when it's not in use.
Oh,
I thought you were taking Highland.
I changed my mind.
Good gosh.
I didn't know there was an IDOT right here.
They gotta have the vehicles that plow 20 somehow. That is correct, Bod. So all the folks that RVing's a big thing, and again, I bring it back to Bluey a lot of the times. But Bluey has an episode where like all the old people go RVing down in their neck of the woods, which is Australia. But RVing's a big thing. So people with these trucks, as you know, everyone's got a truck. You just buy a camper, and then you go place to place with your camper. But a lot of the neighborhoods, like this neighborhood here, even though it's in the soy patch,
Our neighborhood.
they have rules and cities and codes. You can't just park your trailer on your driveway. So you have to park them in a lot like that. So that's actually not a trailer park. It is literally just a like a month-to-month storage facility for them. Going hot, going hot, going hot. There you go. Yeah, drive it like you stole it, Mama.
I'm not really driving it like I stole it. Just like that, we're back in the city.
I do remember you, Nah. How are you? We're still not fully in the city. This is still like... This was cornfield a couple years ago. And there's still a cornfield left. So, like I said, the corn curtain literally ends here. If you haven't figured it out yet, we grow a lot of freaking corn. A lot of corn. But that's pretty much the end of it at this point.
Go a little bit west and there's nothing but cornfield.
Well, same north. And then what they do is they do a rotation. So now they put soy in there because soy replenishes nitrogen in the soil. And so they do a rotation of corn for, I think it's like 3 to 5 year cycles, and then soy for 2 seasons. I should have played this last night, that easy band. Have them do some Tool.
They were really bad.
I I told you, I found that one on TikTok and I was like amazed. That's funny, Matt. Did you hear me telling Mama to take it to go into that corner, that light hot, or did you come after that? Because I literally was just thinking about you in that day that she was driving, where she was a little
like Andretti,
a little swervy. Matt came in and his comment was, Matt has arrived, has arrived, feeling the vibe, has subscribed, liked the live. Oh, great, Mama's driving again.
Come on, Matt, I'm not that bad.
Welcome back, Jennifer. Dad, did you hear my song recommendation? I did not, sorry. Nah, Imagine. Like from the Beatles? Yeah. Take your 4-cylinder to the limits, guy. Get all 140 of those horses pumping. You put a muffler on anything, all of a sudden it's fast. Oh, that's illegal, sir. You're gonna do? Oh no, he didn't.
Do you go like this?
I thought he was going to. The white car. The way he ducked out super early out of that on ramp. I'm a bad dog. Why am I a bad dog? Because I'm making fun of 16-year-olds and their little 4-bangers.
Who said you're a bad dog, Peter?
Yeah. Remus would have heard my song recommendation. Oh, wait. I see Trailer Park Boys from Bod. I see Wee Beer Dog's dad, Imagine. I don't see a song recommendation. That's exactly it, Jennifer. I my line usually is I remember my first beer, but oh, it rained here.
I know. Must have just rained.
Oh. Free pool table if anybody wants one.
Where?
It was just on the tree bank there. Oh, cool. I don't have to water. This gentleman is not looking up. Yes, exactly. And so, like I said, Jennifer, I don't know how soon you came back, but I was just showing how the corn curtain was right there. It ends. Now we're back in the neighborhood, so you could be country in no time from us, or you could be smack dab in suburbia. You could be in apartments. You could be on the lake. My neighborhood's about as diversified as anybody. No lie, Jennifer, I just heard, and this is not, I'm not saying this to be creepy, but this house right here, the gentleman, I believe, passed. So that house might be coming to market.
Dad made a joke that he wanted to move there, which literally is like 5 houses away from our house.
Yeah, but it's on the lake. It wasn't a joke.
You better take that towel you were sitting on and wipe off your chair. If you plan on sitting outside.
You take your chair. Una cerveza. Mike Hu cheese stinky. That's a weird order of words.
Is it a troll?
It probably is, and if you say it the right way, it probably gets them to like get a laugh out of it.
Yeah, you did, because I just said it again, and it is. So you can get rid of that guy. Peter how
did.
Dare you let him say that?
Peter did, but again, you have to say it the way they want to say it. I understand.
Do you know what it was?
I read it the way I read it on purpose.
Okay.
Because I don't give him the satisfaction. It's the same way I met Peter. Peter's like, hey, did you see my name? And I was like, yeah. And he's
Dude, get out. Please, get that tech bag.
I don't endorse the trolls. I didn't say it the way he wanted me to say it. We rent, though. Embarrassing enough. Voucher. That's, Jennifer, that is absolutely nothing to be embarrassed about at all. And those vouchers can be used on, I believe, on pretty much any rental in our city. Our city is very pro affordable housing. And so because of that, the rental vouchers, I think there's even a city code or city ordinance that you can't discriminate against anybody that has those as part of their like rental package. Now you can offer market rate rents, but you can't deny somebody or use that against them in any way, shape, or form. And if anybody wants the coolest little cooler ever, this bad boy is this little tiny igloo. It comes on wheels. It's just the coolest little thing ever. Oh, and sorry. Yeah, because we're beer dogs, you're not supposed to drink at the beach. I wasn't drinking. I was just eating my Cheez-Its. That's all I gotta say about that. So, when you say jail, like, there seems to be a lot to this, like, minutia. And what I mean is, does that mean detain? Because obviously prison, jail, two different things. I'm just so vexed by this situation. And I can't believe this is a thing just because somebody accuses you of placing a finger on them, whether or not it happened. And so I don't want to conflate the two, but just because they said it did. James, if you got banned wrongly, I will say that there was a couple mods that did go off the rails a few times. So I apologize in advance for that because some people were learning the ropes. But the rules of the room are no swearing, no derogatory comments, and no going after anybody in the chat. Now, we like to joke and have fun, but don't attack anybody or so. So I'm trying to get caught up because I was on Jennifer's thing. Peter, not a monster. It was your second guess because they're not allowed at the beaches. So I was pretending like I was just taking down a bag of Cheez-Its. And Bod, are you talking about the Cheez-Its? They're £3 a bag and they're only just arrived there? Peter, take it easy on James. Let's hear him out, because there was a few times where, again, not the mods that are currently in the room, but some of the other mods kind of, like somebody said, like, this sucks or something like that, not referring to the chat or the conversation, just like in general, they got banned. So I think some people just were, it's a definition of what's a swear versus what's not a swear. Kids' parents are rich, so it could happen. There's also the risk too with the kid and false accusations, and if it comes out that could negatively impact. So hopefully cooler heads will prevail in the end. I mean, a great example, and I don't want to make light of it, but a great example is the van right here. So I was driving this one time, and some kids cut in front of me, and I had terse words for the child, for literally, and when I say cut in front of me, he walked in front of the van, and I basically honked and said, "What are you thinking? You could get yourself killed." And his response to me was he wanted to fight. And I nicely told him with the window down that I'm a grown man, I'm not fighting a child. And he proceeded to punch my window, at which point I got out of the vehicle and I asked him in no uncertain terms to make sure he leaves and to give me his name and number, because I was going to follow up on this. And he ran away. I ended up calling the police myself, explaining the situation. The police found him in school. The parents proceeded to pay every last bit of that bill. And believe it or not, these windows on these Hondas, because he punched it, so I got a new driver's side version, are $850 because the electronics for the motors are all inside and they're pre-painted. So they paid every last nickel of that. And the kid had the parents' choice, write me an apology note. What I'm saying is, if the kid would have gone first, the story to the parents would have been, this guy almost ran me over. And so as the story comes out, as cooler heads prevail, as information is gathered, whether or not the police at the time took a look at the tape, if it ends up going any further, they'll look at the tape from all angles. If nothing happened, it will be shown that nothing happened, if any of that makes sense. That's exactly what I was talking about, Peter. Is there was a few times where some of the mods went a little power hungry. I'll give you that, Jennifer. And that's why you got to move to a town of, again, for those that were here yesterday, know the actual town name. For those that weren't, our town is fairly large. It's actually a city. That's just crazy, Jennifer. I don't get that at all. Yeah, they will. There's no doubt in my mind. They have to. Evidentiary law says they have to look at all possibilities, taking all angles. And especially if Walmart's putting their name and stamp on this, they will make sure they're clean as a whistle. So if Steve did nothing, it will prove itself out. Welcome in, Z-Piter. Jennifer, no, that's what we're here for. I have no problem with the person that's going through the most important thing, because the biggest deal I had today was sneaking a adult beverage into a Cheez-It container. So I consider myself extremely blessed that that's the biggest problem I had on the day. I really know how fortunate from day to day any one of us are. It's the same thing with, when somebody's dealing with an illness in the family or personally. We're all different levels of fortunate, and we need each other for that support. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys being here all the time. So anything I can do to at least give you an outlet to talk about it, maybe get something off your chest, that's what you're here for. So, all right, we're going to start with Potato Rock, but I want to introduce a new member to the family if I could. So give me 1 second. Baby. All right, looking for the beach bag. I'll be right back. Someone must have brought it in. Still searching, so sorry. Be right back. Okay. So we found new rocks. And this one I'm calling... Oh! I dropped them, sorry. I'm calling this cake rock because it looks like a slice of cake. If you guys have a different name for it, let me know. It could be nose rock too. But we pulled him out of the lake. So, that's the new addition to the rock family. So from that angle, it kind of looks like a nose, right? But from that angle, it looks like a slice of cake. Nasal rock, I like it. Cake rock. No worries, nah, we'll be here. You enjoy the rest of the night. So we got a couple other ones, but I want to introduce them slowly so that way we don't have any scraps. So it's kind of like when you introduce new animals to the house and then there's altercations. So I don't want the rocks to fight. Great call, Peter. Normski's still inside. He's still got to get painted because every time we want to paint, it's either 900,000 degrees or it's raining. So we're working on it. I swear, Bod. I swear. We will get him out here because we also did the fairy rock, and we got an idea of how we want to add moss to the back of the ferry. I think the cicadas have an opinion on the situation as well. All right, where are we at with the poll? Because me and Mama have a very Oh, man. You guys are siding with Mama again. Bod, you say them fly things. Those cicadas are probably, I can't even get it in the camera. Those cicadas are probably as long as Potato Rock. They are huge. They are almost Jurassic looking. When I find a shell, and I usually find a couple of them throughout the year, I will show you just the shell casing. Because when they go away for the year, they drop out of their shell and then go back and burrow under the ground for next year. So who in here voted in the poll, and who in here likes lake versus pool swimming? I need to know, because I know where I stand on it. I know where Mama stands on it, and I thought I'd be right. But as of right now, I'm currently wrong. You're a pool guy, okay? Okay. Wouldn't have guessed that, Bod. Nothing wrong with it, but wouldn't have guessed it. See, okay, there's a big difference. So the lake we were at today, you could see clear to the bottom at over 10 feet depth. So I could see the bottom, and it's sand bottom. This is a crystal clear, spring-fed lake that the only thing, and when you can't see the bottom, the reason you couldn't see the bottom is because there's seaweed at that point. So I could still see depth in excess of 10 feet, but there was seaweed at the bottom. What lurks beneath always freaks me out. I'll give you the seaweed always freaks me out. I'll give you that. I am not a saltwater guy, Peter. I prefer freshwater over saltwater any day of the week. I've swam in both, and I much prefer freshwater. Pools bother me at the end of the day because if it's an oxygenated pool, I'm golden. If it's a chlorinated pool, it just tears up my skin, tears up my eyes. And we were recently at the city or the municipal pool, and they had to close the pool early because of water quality issues. And there's only one reason you close a giant municipal pool: for water quality issues. And I presume everyone in the chat fully understands the lone reason that you would close a large municipal pool for water quality. That is correct, Peter. But no, that shuts the pool down immediately. Peter's answer is shuts it early, because it lets you swim in it a little longer, which to me is just gross. To me, when you're at a giant lake that's acres large, there's a lot more, I don't know, dissipation of that urea. And also, since it's an artisan spring that feeds the lake, there's fresh water coming in. Now, I also understand the argument that every drop of water that's on Earth has been here since the inception and formation of H2O. So there's not new water being created. And the typical drop of water has passed through some form of being at least 4 times before it's made its way to you. But I do pool swim, but I'll take lake any day. Snicker part. Which sound are we talking about here, Peter? Because it was probably that Jeep without a muffler or exhaust system that just drove by. That was excessively loud. But if we're talking about the Giga Kia, those are just a daily staple. Delta. That's exactly where Sun's Cutoff is. It's a week away. Baby, can you take the food in before you let it on? Hi, buddy. Hi. Mama take you pop-up? Good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Say the line, Dad. Quicker, the chirps. I think they're getting more desperate, Bod. Meaning that it's the end of the season, and if they haven't found a mate as of yet, they got to ump the amperage in the. Oh my God! In the words of the immortal Spinal Tap, they have to take that amp to 11. Oh, did I say it, Peter? Dang it! I think I said it in all fairness. So I gotta say, Gia. Okay, I gotta prep my Greek. Sorry. Gianna Amiste Dike. Bod's noticing the desperate males that haven't found a mate yet are getting a little more thirsty. Did I say it though, Peter, for real life? Because, again, I say it more than I realize. That's why I told you guys to call me on it.
Tell my brother I'm gonna go there tomorrow around 4. I have to be home at 6:40.
Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi. How was your day? How was your day?
Did you show Matt the new rock?
I did.
Which is the wedge rock?
It's right here.
This one looks more like a wedge.
But look at it. It looks like a slice of cake.
Kind of.
And that literally went in my day. I don't know how. But if you hold it this way, it kind of looks like a nose.
It does.
So I think Bod called it sinus rock, and Peter called it cake rock, like I did. And so it's just a new addition to the family.
What are these ones?
Those are future release dates. You can't let all the new rocks out at one time. I told him it's like introducing a new pet to the family. I don't want any fighting or scrapping, so we gotta do slow introduction.
Wait, what am I?
Nasal rock, that's what it was, not sinus rock. And Remus doesn't really care. Remus is just happy we're home. And he's grass burying Bod. That was perfect timing. So you see he flicks the blades of grass. He thinks it hides stuff. I don't know how he thinks it hides stuff. But he's a goofball. The staff. What are we talking about, the staff? Are you talking about my dead off staff? In full disclosure, it looks, and that's another one I say a lot too. It actually looks a lot more like Moses from 10 Commandments, if you've ever seen the Charlton Heston movie.
Oh, stuff. The things.
Are you talking about what he's burying? Is he stuck? Around the bush and the trampoline?
God bless you.
Thank you. I ain't seen once in Wisconsin. Well, yeah, you can't see it because we mow the grass high because it's healthier for the grass. So I think that's what makes Remus believe that he can bury stuff in it. Because if you do move it, it will lay a little flatter. So, but he's also,
Not the brightest.
yeah,
color in
he's
the
a great
box.
dog, but I think his mom knew his grandpa a little too well. Oh, that's going to be a big one. Another one?
Who's a garbage can?
Oh, there was like 2 fireworks. It's every night. Once somebody does, then somebody over there does, and somebody over there does, and somebody back there does. It's like a domino effect of fireworks. Brookwood, I'm clipping that. Did I say?
I think he said bro. He changed it. He says bro. I'm clipping that.
What did I say that time?
The mom knew the grandpa.
Oh, in the dog world, that happens far too often.
We have a cat. I swear.
It actually does, Peter. Unfortunately, especially with full breed animals. He's just sniffing around the grass for all his treasures. You realize that, right? Hi. How you doing? Hi.
God, they're loud.
That's what I'm saying. They're desperate now. Season's almost over. Last chance to find a mate.
Hi, Jacob.
What's going on, Jacob? How was your day today and your weekend? Baby, for real. I had no problems all day. You think I'm allergic to Gigakia? They gotta shed something, right?
Tomorrow when I go to my mom's, I'm gonna bring home
Oh my God, stop it.
the dishes. Ew. That's gross. You're disgusting.
That you're talking about going to your mommy's house? Yeah, it is gross.
No.
It's disgusting.
I'm gonna bring home the dishes and all that stuff. The pizza machine.
Cool. No. Peter, you're gonna upset Mama because she's in the chat now. Welcome in, Emeralds. Hello, Jimena. Jacob, I'm going on record that if he shows this one,
No.
I do not condone this one, and Mama does not like this one either.
I'll ban you, Peter. I'll ban you.
Okay, so it's Emerald. Okay, I was pronouncing it phonetically. Thank you for correcting me. How are you today? I'm glad to hear it. How was your weekend? I did, Amena. You gotta bug son. He's inside. He's half asleep from going swimming all day. You gotta bug him too. He's not outside with Mama and I.
Hi, Jimena.
It's like a full-on, like, invasion. Do you think they like our trees better than other trees, or do you think it's like that the whole neighborhood? Why'd you time out Jimena, Peter? What'd she say? I never get to see him.
She was just telling son to get his butt outside.
Oh, yeah. If she's telling son to get off the couch and get off the iPad, she can use basically any language she wants. Because sometimes sons needs that stern talking to. Oh. We're okay, Jacob, on our end. We came back from a quick trip up north to a lakeside area, and we were sort of just winging it. Didn't know what we would do, what would happen, and we ended up at the beach, which was a fun couple hours, and we got some dinner. How about you? What was your day like? Well, good luck at practice. I'm still waiting for you to tell me if you're playing offensive or defensive tackle.
He doesn't know.
Do you have a preference? Do you think you want to play offense or defense? We are heavily skewed into lake swimming versus pool, or pool swimming versus lake swimming. No, it's not. That's where the pee-pee is. Come here, buddy. Come here. What did you catch a whiff of? Hi. Hi. Oh, jeez. 6 p.m. You really want to play tight end? That was a position I played for a good majority of my career. Okay. I love playing tight end. Just work on your catching ability, and if you got the hands for it, the coaches will see it, I promise you. Thank you so much, guys, for the emojis. 6 p.m. How's that getting you ready for school, my guy? Prawn crack. What the heck are prawn crackers? We're not talking like shrimp chips, are we?
I had some
Bud?
crackers yesterday. They were multi-grain ones. They were so good.
Yeah, but prawns are giant shrimp. So prawn crackers. Nice, Jacob. Hey, Grill Gamer, welcome in. We had legends in the chat talking about you tonight, asking where you've been and if we've seen you. Hope everything's well. Oh, so they're just giant. Oh, I get it. So they're okay. They're called prawn because they're big. I'm thinking that they were made out of like some sort of like shrimp paste, and it was like a shrimp cracker. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's a hard pass for me, bud. I'm like,
What's GG? You said GG.
Girl Gamer.
No. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
because he said that before, and I said, all right, bud, have a good night. And he's like, what are you talking about, mate? And I thought it meant got to go or gonna go. That's GTG. He was saying hi to Girl Gamer that time too.
Girl Gamer wants her bod back.
Absolutely. Girl Gamers are very chill mod unless you say a naughty word.
Yeah.
If you say a naughty word, Girl Gamer don't mess around.
That means, Peter, you gotta go to bed at like 10 o'clock at night and wake up at 6. $11 or less. I think I got 5 hours.
See, I
last
never had a
night.
problem with that at school because of football. Because two-a-days started like a month before school started,
Oh yeah.
and two-a-days started like the first practice was always 7 in the morning, and so I got on my school sleep schedule well in advance of school.
You won't be doing what? Going to bed at 10 o'clock and getting up at 6?
No worries, Girl Gamer. Yeah, I don't know how you push it to like the day before school starts. That's to be an absolute wreck. What are you smelling, buddy? What's on the air?
I don't know. All right, I ordered. I have to get up early. You gonna come inside with me? I'll leave the door open.
Well, welcome in. Not gonna lie, I can't at this
15
distance read that username, but I see the American flag. Hello. 15 minutes, yes. I got a countdown clock of 15 minutes, guys. Mama told me I had to end so we could, speaking of school schedules and getting Son ready to rock and roll, we got to start our nighttime routine this week so that way next week Son is back on his normal routine. You're a Pepsi guy, Bod? Not that I'm judging. I'm not a cola guy in general, but people usually take a very hard stance on Pepsi versus Coke. And so figuring out that information is always interesting to me. Third to last comment. Okay, and 11 hours less than the 6 p.m. wake up. Peter, hit me with that one again. You said 11 hours less than the 6 p.m. wake up. I said quite a few things. I don't know if that was in relation to something I was saying. Wait a second. You pay $6 for 24 cans of Pepsi? Am I reading that right? £6 is basically 6 pounds sterling, which is in US right now, I'm guessing at the current rate, $9. We still are. I was just given a 15-minute shot clock, Jennifer. 15 minutes. Mama said we got to go wash the sand out of the various crevices and get son to bed so he can get on the sleep routine because school starts next week. Yeah, I agree. 100%. That's super cheap. 100%. So Mama just bought, when we were doing the hash browns, saved the goldfishes. She just bought 3 12-packs of Diet Coke, and they were $8 each. Buy 2 get 1 free. So we got 36 for $16. What? You fake sick? How did you pull off a whole month of faking sick? I used to do the hot water or the light bulb trick with the old mercury thermometers. However, digital thermometers kind of killed that. $11.50 for 24 is still a great price, though. Well, that's perfectly fine, Peter. And we all have a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde to us all. Occasionally, I'm a little spicier than I am in the lives. I'll admit that. Trolling isn't my vibe, but occasionally telling people in no uncertain terms that I disagree or agree with their vehicular maneuvers or otherwise is kind of my vibe. No worries, Gigi. Peter, I don't need to know about all your alternate lives. The only one that matters to me is the real one, which is the Cars. I hope this is the real version of you. What you do behind closed doors is your own business. Is that a standalone movie, Jennifer? I turned on ASMR last night to go to sleep, and Mama wasn't sleeping yet. She was not happy. And Son only likes ASMR restocks and not the ASMR that I like. And so that was a different debate. Hey, everyone's got their own vibe with what they watch. So like I say all the time, I don't yuck somebody else's yum unless you put mayonnaise on a hot dog. And if Matt, you're still here, that's just wrong. Hey, you can still make the most of the fall weather. Alejandro, welcome in first and foremost. And what'd you do that was so great? I want to hear about it. I'm being serious. Like the movie Wicked? Like the the oh, were there like the young witches, like the okay, that's what I was struggling with. That's like Ariana Grande or something like that. I'm so old. Called Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders is solid. Like I said, I made it through the first season of Dexter. I didn't make it past that. Not that I didn't think it was good. It just, I think I just lost interest. Again, not because it was bad, but because other things came up or something. I forget what happened, but I definitely watched the first season. I've only seen that movie once, and I'm not for or against it. I don't know. I didn't like it as much as I hoped I would, because I'm a big Wizard of Oz fan. Okay. Criminal Minds. Are we talking about what we're watching when we go to sleep, or are we just talking about like what we're watching in general? Like if we're just kicking back and watching something? Because right now it's Little League World Series for me, but... Oh, they're making a movie too? I didn't know that, bud. Oppenheimer, Jacob, strap in. That it's a great movie, but man, is that thing long. Law and Order SVU or Criminal Minds. Yeah, I've been doing the ASMR videos lately when I go to sleep. So we just put it on the Roku on the TV in the bedroom, and like I said, son is a restock ASMR guy. I'm more of a general ASMR person. Welcome in, Scarface. How are you? It could be fridge restock. It could be shelf restock. It could be just basically pantry restock. Just taking stuff out of the dishwasher, putting it away. Just general restock. For me, Bod, so as crazy as it sounds, so when we ended our beach day, I was just laying chest down on the shoreline because it's zero entry sand bottom, and that's where I found nasal rock, and just hearing they weren't big waves, they were small 2 to 6 inch waves just crashing in and lapping in over and over again. Like right now it's crickets, but prior to that it was the cicadas. That's my flavor of ASMR. So just nature sounds. So that's what I'm into. Because it just brings me peace. It brings me calm. So like sitting here having this open dialogue and conversation with you good folks outside listening to crickets. That's why it drives me nuts when a loud vehicle drives by, because it breaks that setting, that mood. And we live in a relatively quiet neighborhood, and I think I've showed you this before, but it's like deadpan besides us. So occasionally when a car comes whipping around the corner, which is rare, it stands out. It is Potato Rock, and then we got a new rock. We picked this up in Lake Geneva today, Connor. So you being from around here, I assume you know where Lake Geneva's at. Sorry, the Zoom got messed up there. Trying to fix it. When I'm at the lake or beach, although I love music, I like to hear quiet. Just listen to nature. I don't like to hear the music. So that was the wild part. We actually ended up parking next to a bunch of high school kids, and they had Bluetooth speakers, and they were listening to. I can't make this up. It was like the songs that were like the summer songs from when I was in high school. So I was like, I can totally sit here. This is perfectly fine. Although we ended up out in the lake jumping off the pier and swimming in the deep sections of the lake. Whenever we came back, it was a vibe that I really enjoyed. And then the just the sounds of the lake and when it was broken up by like a jet ski, that's what drove me nuts. Well, appreciate you stopping in, Jacob. Thank you much. As always, spending a little bit of your day with us means the world to us. So you take care. You have a great night. I'm ending in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That is exactly right, Scarface. So if you're trying to connect the dots on age, you are exactly right. Now, the 90s is a full decade, so you don't know which portion of the 90s, but yes, they were listening to, as you like to call it, old school songs from the 90s, but they were listening to what I would call summer alternative rock hits from the 90s. Scarface, I'm not going to confirm or deny that, but it was in the 90s for sure. Carlisle Lake. I'll have to look into that. Because we're always looking for different places. Because as you know from the state we're in, we're not a lake-heavy state. We are definitely a river and stream-heavy state. And so you have to search out like good swimmable lakes. Because anything that we have a lake, a lot of the times, Jennifer, is like a muck bottom. And all right, take care, Peter. Clinton County. Okay. Sorry, I was stretching there. I'm a little sore from all the swimming myself. If you're leaving, Connor, have a good one. I got 3 minutes left, so I'm not leaving just yet, but 3 more minutes. Mama already went in. Son's already in. Yeah, and see, that's what's great about going up to the Wisconsin lakes is they're all sand bottom and they're spring fed, so they're crystal clear. They're sand bottom. I mean, the worst thing you're gonna hit is rock like this. So that's what I like. So we had a great day, and like I said, we were just winging it. We had no idea what we were gonna do. Swimming wasn't necessarily on the docket, but we packed trunks just in case. We just headed north and said, hey, we'll figure it out as we go. Appreciate you, Bod. You take care. And that one's Johnson Shut. That's what you said it is? Hockey at it. It's been a minute. How have you been? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that'd be a trip for us. we're not adverse to it, but the thing is, a great example is like going where we were today. We didn't plan on staying as long as we did, and we kept, you had to pay to park, and so we kept feeding the meter an extra hour, and it would have made more sense just to do the 4 hours out of the gate. But we push it to the limit. So if we went to some place like that, we'd want to definitely stay overnight and figure it out. Welcome back. Now we're about to call it a night, because as Connor can also attest to, school starts in a week, so we're trying to get back to a more normalized schedule here. Well, now you're talking my language, Jennifer. So are you looking forward to it, Connor? You ready for school to start again? I'm glad you were doing good hockey at it. What was fun about your weekend? You're mad that it does? Well, I don't have much positive to say besides at least you get to hang and be with your friends on a more normalized basis. So hopefully that's a good thing, but I do miss summer vacation. I'm not gonna lie to you. School starts Wednesday. Okay. Next Monday for Connor and Son. It's 2 weeks for you, Hockey Edit. Are you looking forward to going back, Hockey Edit? Son's mixed. He wants to go back and see everybody, but he doesn't want the school work portion. So it's a mixed emotion. Appreciate you, Connor. That makes sense. Yeah, it's a mixed bag, and I get it. I was young once. There's a lot of it I liked, a lot of it I didn't like, but gotta be done. All right, chat. I think I'm pushing the boundaries of my 15-minute clock that I got from Mama, so I think I'm gonna call it. I appreciate all of you guys, as always, for spending a little of your day with us. It means the world to us. Thank you so much. You guys take care. We will see you in the next one. Tomorrow's schedule, I don't know exactly, but we will try to do our normal with earlier shut-off times to get ready for school. But in the interim, if you check out any of our long-form videos, it would help us a ton. You guys take care. You have a great and blessed night. We will talk to you in the next one. Thank you so much. Take care.